Hello everyone, welcome to this session. Today we will discuss about the linear regression. Okay, the two most important part in the machine learning are classification and regression. So the classification answer the question of the form yes or no. For example, is this email spam or not? Or is this patient sick or not? And regression answer the question of the form how much. For example, how much does this house cost? Or how many seconds do we expect someone to watch this video? Okay, so in this session we will learn how to answer this type of questions. Okay, first we will learn the linear regression, then some ways to improve it, and finally some ways to generalize to the non-linear cases. Okay, let's start. So predicting the price of the house is one of the example of the linear regression, and in order to predict its cost we need to plot the graph of the size of the house versus its cost, and then we will draw the best fitted line through all this point, and this point says the cost of the point against this size of the house. This all points are the previous data. Okay, now if we want to know the house price, uh, knowing this height of the house, we can just draw the perpendicular line to this line, and we can find the cost of the house. Okay, so now the problem is how we can find the best fitted line through all this point. So in order to do this, we will see what all trick we have. So let's see. We have the we have the line here. Okay, we will whose equation is y equal to w1 x plus w2. Okay, and w1 and w2 are the constant, and w1 is the slope and w2 is the y-intercept. So in order to find the best fitted line through all those points, we will change this all parameter here. Okay, so what happened if we increase w1? That means we are increasing the slope of the line, then the line will rotate like this. And if we decrease the slope of the line, then the line will rotate like this. Now, if we increase the y-intercept, then the line will move parallel up to the upward. Okay? And if we decrease the y-intercept, so it will move the line down. Okay, so we are going to align it closer to the point that we will use in the linear regression, and it is called the absolute trick, and it will work like this. So let's see how it will work. So let's start with the point. Okay, uh, and a line, and the idea is that the point wants line to come closer to it. So let's take the coordinate of the point, which is PQ. P is the horizontal coordinate and Q is the vertical coordinate. And the line equation is W1x plus W2. So an easy way to move the line closer to this point PQ is to add 1 to the y-intercept. Then the line will move up. Now let's add something to the slope. Let's say add horizontal coordinate of the point at is P. So the now new slope will become W1 plus P. Okay, and the line will rotate in this direction. So our new equation will become this: y equal to W1 plus P times x plus W2 plus 1. So here you can notice that we've moved the line too much. But in machine learning, we never want to take the big step like this. Instead, we want to do this at a tiny step. So in order to take a tiny step, you will just do the same thing, but we'll just multiply everything by the small number. So let's take a small number that is called a learning rate. Let's say alpha. And instead of adding 1 to the y-intercept and p to the slope, we will add alpha times 1 to the y-intercept and alpha times p to the slope. Okay. Okay. Now the line will move up a little bit. and it will rotate a little bit. Okay, so we don't have the risk of going too far. So our new equation is going to be this, where the slope will become W1 plus P alpha and y-intercept will be W2 plus alpha. Okay. Okay. So now what happened if the point is not on the top of the line but underneath the line? So we need to do the same thing, except now instead of adding, we will just subtract to get our new equation as, okay, as y equal to W1 minus P alpha x plus W2 minus alpha. Okay, this is the new equation here. Okay, where the slope will be W1 minus P alpha and y-intercept will be W2 minus alpha. Okay. Okay. Now, if the point is not on the right of the y-axis but on the left of it, um, uh, this is how the line will rotate when you will when the point is underneath the line, and when you are subtracting it minus P alpha and W2 minus alpha. Okay. Okay, 1 second. When the point is on the left of the y-axis, we will do the same thing. We'll add 1 to the y-intercept, okay, because you need the line to move up. But the fact we are adding p to the slope and is that because p is now a negative number, means our line now rotate in opposite direction like this. First, the line will move up due to 1 cross alpha, and line will move in this direction because here the slope will become W1 plus P alpha. It is W1 plus P alpha, but P is negative number, so the slope will be W1 minus P alpha. Okay, so that is the reason P is added to the slope. Now let's see the another trick that will help the line to move closer to that will help the move the point closer to the line, and it is very similar to the absolute trick. Okay, if we have the point that is close to the line, then this distance is small. The distance from this point to the line is small, and we want to move a line a very little. But if the point is far away from the line, then we want the line to move a lot more. And the absolute trick that we have learned before does not have this property. Absolute trick, add the alpha to the y-intercept, that is W2, and p times alpha to the slope, W1. Okay, this has nothing to do with how far the point is from the line. Okay, so now let's add the vertical distance into this formula. Let's look at this vertical distance between this point and the line. The point over the line has a coordinate p q dash. Okay, and the distance is then q minus q dash. Okay, we just we'll just multiply this q minus q dash to the slope and to the y-intercept. And this will again make the line to go up by little and rotate by little. Okay, and except that now if the point is far from or close to the line, the amount the line move will be affected, and our new equation will be this, okay, which has a factor of q minus q dash. But if the point is underneath the line instead of over the line, then the q minus q dash, which you have seen here, q minus q dash, is actually a negative number. And if this is the case, then we are subtracting something from the slope. Okay, and thus the line will rotate in opposite direction. So this trick also takes care of the point that are under the line. We do not require the two rules like we had on the absolute trick, like one positive will add if it is above the line, and if it is underneath, then we will subtract in the absolute trick. But in case of a L square trick, we don't have such a rule because Q minus Q dash will take care of it. Because if it is above the line, it will be positive, and if it is below the line, it will be negative. Okay, this we have learned of in this session. We have learned about the absolute and the square trick of the linear regression. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.